Every trader has felt it. You lose a trade and suddenly your entire strategy feels wrong. That instinct to change immediately after a loss is the fastest path to chaos. The market doesn't care about your emotions or your ego. Reacting impulsively makes you a slave to every win or loss, destroying your account long before fundamentals or analysis ever could. Today, we'll explore why staying consistent beats chasing perfection. A losing trade triggers your brain's fight or flight response. Frustration spikes, fear rises, self doubt creeps in. This is normal. Humans are wired to feel losses more acutely than wins. But the market isn't personal. It won't pause for your feelings. Reacting emotionally after a loss doesn't fix the trade, it multiplies the problem. Understanding this is your first step toward discipline. When you tweak your strategy after every loss, you prevent your system from showing its true potential. Patterns need time to work. You never test the validity of your approach because your own behavior constantly overrides it. Inconsistent execution leads to chaos, bad habits, and eventually blown accounts. The market punishes uncertainty. Every loss carries a lesson. Trader A reacts emotionally, switches strategies, and ignores why the trade failed. Trader B pauses, analyzes, and asks, was it poor timing, insufficient risk management, or just randomness? Turning losses into learning prevents repeated mistakes and strengthens decision making. Profits teach you, but losses sculpt you. Reacting to losses often leads to a vicious cycle. Lose, panic, change strategy, lose again, panic harder. This loop erodes confidence, increases stress, and ruins accounts faster than bad setups ever could. Emotional trading amplifies risk, creating self-fulfilling cycles of destruction. Most traders lack patience. They expect perfection and immediate wins. But trading is a game of process, not perfection. A single loss is not a failure, it's information. Waiting for confirmation, reviewing setups, and sticking to your rules is what separates survivors from gamblers. Patience is often the invisible edge that dominates profits over time. Winning and losing trades trigger chemical responses in your brain. Dopamine floods after wins, creating excitement. Losses trigger stress and fear. Reacting to these signals impulsively forces you into poor decisions. Awareness of this neuropsychology allows you to detach emotionally and trade logically. Trading is not about adrenaline, it's about a systematic approach. Systems need consistency and patience to prove their effectiveness. Impulse-based changes after every loss destroy continuity, making the system useless. Discipline in following rules is what produces long-term results, not sporadic attempts to fix losses. Here's a real-world comparison. Trader A changes strategy after each small loss, chasing the idea of perfection. Trader B follows a tested system, adjusts only after thorough evaluation, and journals every outcome. Months later, Trader B's account grows steadily. Trader A's account swings wildly. Stability, trust in process, and patience always outperform reactive behavior. No strategy wins 100% of the time. Traders who change approaches after every loss are chasing perfection, which doesn't exist. Losses are inevitable. The trick is survival, learning, and consistent execution. Every big win or loss is just data, not validation of your identity or skill. Even the best strategy fails without proper risk management. Position sizing, stop losses, and account protection matter more than constant tweaks. Trader A ignores these fundamentals, thinking strategy changes will save him. Trader B prioritizes risk management, letting his system work while protecting capital. Survival is the ultimate first rule. Reactionary trading creates a predictable pattern. Impulsive entries, abandoning plans, over-leveraging, chasing losses, and repeating mistakes. The market exploits indecision. Traders who stick to their plan, review objectively, and let the system work avoid falling into this trap. Consistency beats reactionary chaos. One loss doesn't define your trading journey. Reacting emotionally destroys the forest for the trees. The long game is about trusting your rules, compounding small gains, and learning from losses. Traders who survive and grow over years are those who resist the urge to constantly switch strategies. After a loss, pause and reflect. Journal trades, analyze the outcome, and ask, was this risk management, timing, or randomness? Reflection transforms emotional frustration into actionable insights. Without it, every loss becomes a trigger for impulsive strategy changes. Trader A trades emotionally after losses. Trader B executes objectively. Emotional trading leads to repeated losses. Emotional discipline allows even losing trades to strengthen your long-term performance. Every loss is a lesson in patience and clarity if you let it teach you. Markets move unpredictably. Reacting after losses forces premature entries, bad timing, and over-leveraging. Waiting for confirmation, sticking to proven strategies, and staying patient consistently produces better results than chasing immediate recovery. Markets move unpredictably. Reacting after losses forces premature entries, bad timing, and over-leveraging. Waiting for confirmation, sticking to proven strategies, and staying patient consistently produces better results than chasing immediate recovery. Stop linking losses to personal failure. Trader A sees every loss as incompetence. Trader B sees it as part of the market, an opportunity to learn. Mindset is everything. It decides whether you grow or collapse in the face of inevitable setbacks. Stop linking losses to personal failure. Trader A sees every loss as incompetence. Trader B sees it as part of the market, an opportunity to learn. Mindset is everything. It decides whether you grow or collapse in the face of inevitable setbacks. If you change strategy after every loss, stop, pause, reflect, trust your plan, stick to it long enough for patterns to reveal themselves. Mastery is resilience over impulsivity, patience over panic. Your account survives when your mind stays steady, and your long-term growth depends on this one principle.